it's Julia. I am back today with another project that I worked on this week. It is a little accent pillow with a bird design. It is a patchwork bird who's flying into a very scrappy nest. And in the nest, I have little different things hidden, words, and there's fibers and strings. And I wanted to share with you how I made that and created that. It's a very simple technique. The whole pillow is made on a natural colored muslin, and I have stamped it and added just another layer and some interest with some permanent ink and some stamping. So I wanted to share that with you. And again, it's a free motion applique with some free motion words on as well. It just says welcome to our nest. I hope you enjoy this. Let's get started.
I picked out 5 different colors of fabrics for my bird, and am using my heat and bond light to trace the pieces onto it. You can see through this heat and bond light really easily, so it's easy to trace these designs or each of these little pieces on. And then I'm writing what color is what, just so I can remember. I like to group all the pieces together that are the same color, like I stuck the orange pieces together there. And then when I do that dots, that is the piece that goes underneath. So I usually add about 1/4 of an inch onto the pieces that are underneath another piece. And then I will just rough cut these. And then it's on to my ironing mat, and we'll be just ironing these pieces on the back side of my fabrics. When my pieces are all ironed on to the back side of my fabrics, it's time to do some fussy cutting, and this takes a little bit of time, but I just want to go right on the line and cut each of these little pieces out. For the nest, I picked out a variety of fabrics. This one is a ruler or tape measure look, some music pieces here. I also picked out some phrases, some string and fiber. I do have a warm and natural batting, and then just a natural color muslin, and then that print is will be the back of the pillow. And I'm going to start stamping. I'm using Ranger's archival ink for this. It is a permanent ink, so these pillows can be washed, or I recommend spot washing, but this is a permanent ink. It's wonderful for fabric. And I'm just randomly stamping just to add some interest to the back and adds another layer. And this is a script piece, and you can't see it it's not bright or anything. I just wanted it to be subtle. Taking the papers off of each one of these pieces. And this will reveal the iron-on adhesive on the back side of this heat and bond. I have a pressing mat that I'm using, and I can see through that mat. All my supplies will be listed down below if you're interested in taking a look. But I can see the design through this, and then it's just easy for me to get my pieces in the right spot. It's just really helpful if you have a lot of small pieces. And then once everything is in the place that I want, I just iron this right. And once it's cool, I can carefully peel this off, and the iron-on adhesive stays on the fabric. And now I can iron it onto my pillow, and it just turns it into an applique. I'm not going to iron it on right now. I want to make sure that everything is where I want it to be. And I'm going to start with this nest. Just taking all these pieces and cutting them and crossing them and layering, wanting them to be in somewhat of a nest or a bowl shape. This is a really fun way to use up some of your scraps, but also I like to add some interesting things, Like I added this piece of blue fabric in here, and it just really ties everything together and just has a really cool look. And this is a piece of fiber. I'm just going to stick that in there. And here's a black and white print. It's part of that fabric that looks like a tape measure. Adding some strings on the top. Some more fiber. And here are those phrases, and that's going on my last layer, right on the top. I thought I wanted something coming out of this bird's beak, but it just didn't look right. It was too heavy. And so I left that off. I'm ironing that bird into place. And then to keep this nest together while I'm at my sewing machine, first of all, I'm adding something to the wing. I just wanted to add a piece of vintage lace or trim to its wing, so I'm going to stick that on there. But to keep everything together on this nest, I'm putting a netting or a tulle on the top. And this will just be part of the design. You can't even see it, but it's really a wonderful way to keep those pieces together. And then I don't have to be super concerned whether I stitch everything down, because it's all going to be held by this net. I have my heat erase pens now. These are a fabric pen. I'm still trying to get something in that poor bird's beak, and still didn't like it. But I'm adding some of the detail with this pen, and this will completely be removed with my iron. I'm just putting the words now. I can see those words through this muslin, so I am just tracing. I do decide that I don't like the words on this side of this nest. It's just too busy on that side. And so I do take my iron and I erase that and then add it to the right side of the bird, which I liked a lot better. And this will be all stitched on with free motion stitching. It says welcome to our nest, and then I'm going to be adding, I believe I add the bird's eye too, just so I can know where to put it when I'm at my sewing machine. Just putting a little bit of glue on the back of that applique. That also is stitched on, but I just wanted it to stay in place while I was at my sewing machine. Now I'm at my sewing machine. I have my feed dogs dropped, and I do have my free motion foot on, and I'm doing all the moving on this, and I am just outlining, not everything, because that netting is on top of here, so everything is staying into place, but just doing some random stitches, outlining some of it, going around these phrases to make those a little bit more pronounced. Now I do have my pillow front that I've stamped, but also my batting is on the back of this. I take both of those layers to my sewing machine when I do this applique work. Stitching those feet and then just outlining all the pieces on this bird. I like to go over my pieces more than once. And then just going up again on the wings and adding the detail on the wings with my stitching. What I love about free motion is you can really just draw with your thread. Getting that eye on there and then going over, adding a little bit of stitching to that applique, and then doing my letters. Now I do cut when I put my thumb up there, I am cutting my thread. And I don't bring my bobbin up on this type of a piece because it has the pillow backing on it, and you don't see. But I do a little jig just to kind of tie a knot when I start and finish. Here's what it looks like. I'm just going to be trimming that netting off of there. This is that extra netting along the edges. Giving it one final press and getting rid of all that ink. And then squaring up my pillow. This is approximately 13 by 13, so the finished is going to be right around 12 by 12. putting my right sides together, laying that backing down, and then putting my front on, right sides together, and then we'll be pinning this into place. I will be leaving approximately a 5-inch opening on the bottom of this pillow for the turning. Notice how my back is sticking out a little bit. I usually do that. I just trim that afterwards. I just don't want to miss the backing when I put that pillowcase or pillow together, and so I do usually have that extend out just a little bit. Doing my trimming and my clipping of my corners. And I do leave the opening untrimmed, getting my fingers in there, and I'm poking the holes out, or the corners out with my little pokey tool. And doing a final press on it. I will link up above and also down below a video on how I finish my pillows. I do use my zipper foot to finish, and I completely finish it all by my machine using my zipper foot. And I will, like I said, I will make sure to link that video for you so you can see. And I also have some final pictures for you too. Here's a close-up, and this is the finished little pillow. I hope you enjoyed this, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.